folding sheets of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated masks that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in a quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel an intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. With maximum care, it cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle of devotion that will withstand the progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fractal layers, fragile layers, fragile layers. The final chapter has not yet closed. I'm handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story has finally began. A paper heart resting securely in your palm, finding at last its everlasting calm. I'm systematically dismantling the thick layers of scar tissue from my emotional chest, admitting that my previous defensive isolation was merely a cowardly coping test. I spent decades hiding inside a bunker of cynicism, refusing to let anyone get close, treating vulnerable communication as if it were a dangerous, lethal overdose. But your gentle honesty acted like a surgical scalpel, cutting through my heavy pride, forcing me to acknowledge the suppressed insecurities that I desperately tried to hide. It takes an extraordinary amount of bravery to stand unprotected in front of another soul, allowing your fractures to be visible instead of pretending to be completely whole. And I engage, swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd. An authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it aloud. I navigate in the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable and exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take to feel the warmth of your love again. There is a distinct liberation that occurs when you finally stop playing defense, abandoning the exhausting calculations and the hyper-vigilant psychological fence. I can't admit my errors without feeling like my entire identity is going to dissolve, finding a newfound emotional maturity within this courageous internal resolve. We sit across from each other, trading our deepest anxieties and unvarnished truths, mending the generational traumas and the lingering psychological wounds of our youths. Your acceptance is a sanctified cathedral where my flaws are never judged or condemned, a beautiful garden where our separate individual paths have successfully stemmed. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd. An authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I navigate in the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable and exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take to feel the warmth of your love again. Danger out, but they also prevent the light from coming in, leaving you starving in the dark underneath the heavy self-imposed armor of tin. We are choosing to tear down the walls and construct beautiful bridges instead, walking away from the isolation where our fragile spirits previously bled. No armor left, completely naked to the bone. We aren't afraid of being authentically known. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable and exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take to feel the warmth of your love again. Open wide, let the emotional river open wide, freely flow. This is the only authentic way for a human soul to grow. Open heart, vulnerable, but beautiful and true, securely Da-do-da-do-do. Pale golden rays filter elegantly through the Venetian blinds of our quiet bedroom space, illuminating the soft contours of your sleeping angelic grace. The birds outside are initiating their daily symphony within the oak branches tall, as the residual gloom of the long dark night begins to shrink and collapse against the wall. I quietly slide out of the tangled linen sheets to avoid disturbing your deep slumber, counting the many blessings in my mind, an astronomical and truly infinite number. The aroma of freshly ground dark roast beans begins to drift gently through the air, a perfect sensory accompaniment to this beautiful morning moment we are about to share. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. Yeah. You open your eyes slowly and greet me with that familiar heart-melting sleepy gaze, an authentic manifestation of beauty that never fails to leave me in a joyful daze. We don't need to check the headlines or scroll through the chaotic internet feeds, when this quiet kitchen table holds the exact medicine that our spiritual health needs. Let's take our porcelain mugs and sit outside on the wooden porch steps so wide, watching the remaining fog dissolve into the atmosphere as the shadows hide. There is an unspoken promise written in the clarity of this early morning sky, assuring us that we have the ultimate freedom and strength to spread our wings and fly. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. To paint a storyboard, a sacred opportunity that cannot be purchased with all the world's diamonds and gold. We are writing our intentions in the fresh air, making a commitment to remain true to the beautiful bond we've generated, making our ancient vows feel completely new. Breathe it in, the purity of the early hour. Feel the awakening of our internal spiritual power. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace morning light, pure, magnificent, and bright. Everything is gonna be completely alright. Waking up to the cheerful chirping of a yellow canary outside the kitchen window, throwing open the blinds to welcome the golden illumination that starts to grow. I'm making a batch of fresh pancakes and brewing a pot of citrus-infused roast, feeling a sudden surge of gratitude for the things that matter the absolute most. You walk into the room with messy morning hair and a gigantic smile on your face, instantly transforming this modest apartment into the world's most joyful place. We've officially banned all negative commentary and pessimistic talk from our zone, focusing exclusively on the abundant blessings that we are fortunate to own. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Let's grab our bicycles and cruise down the boardwalk without a specific target in mind, leaving every single ounce of cynicism and past disappointment far behind. The ocean air is crisp and salt-kissed, rejuvenating our physical bodies completely, while the local street musicians perform a lively rhythm that fits the scenery sweetly. We don't possess a massive fortune or a fleet of luxury vehicles in a garage wide, but we have an inexhaustible supply of internal joy that cannot be bought or denied. Happiness is not a destination you reach, it's a specific pair of glasses you wear, allowing you to discover extraordinary beauty in the ordinary moments you share. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Cloud attempts to temporarily obstruct our brilliant view, we possess enough internal solar energy to burn right through to the blue. We are alchemists of circumstance, converting every obstacle into a golden opportunity, cultivating a beautiful environment of peace, laughter, and loving community. Look up, absorb the beautiful, radiant heat. Feel the positive vibration dancing on the concrete street. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Keep walking in the sunshine, don't look back at the dark. little spark. Sunny side, where the grass is always green, the happiest citizens the world has ever seen. Frost covers the window pane as the winter season establishes its chilly domain. But inside this sanctuary, not a single shred of discomfort or misery can remain. I'm stoking the embers of the hearth, watching the orange flames leap and bound, grateful for the absolute safety and tranquility that we have miraculously found. Your wool sweater feels incredibly soft against my skin as you're leaning close. Of all the blessings the universe has provided, your presence is what I value most. We don't need to travel to tropical destinations to escape the freezing winter chill, when we can generate our own private summer by simply standing completely still. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle, bright, exuding a gentle contendo that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding the depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. I can hear the kettle beginning to whistle, signaling that the chamomile is ready to pour. We kick off our heavy boots and leave them sitting by the wooden threshold of the door. There is a profound luxury in stripping away the complicated layers of the external day and allowing all our sophisticated defenses to simply melt and dissolve away. Your heartbeat provides a steady comfort and rhythm that rivals the finest symphony, a beautiful testament to the absolute perfection of our spiritual chemistry. We've constructed an impenetrable fortress out of kindness, patience, and trust, where the harsh judgments of society can never cause our connection to rust. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle, bright, exuding a gentle contendo that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding the depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Let the thermometer drop to the lowest numbers imaginable on the frosty scale. Our internal furnace possesses a combustion rate that can never falter or fail. We feed the fire with honest communication, mutual respect every single hour, ensuring that our collective sanctuary maintains its magnificent protective power. Hold me tighter, let the frost melt away in the sanctuary. We will permanently stay wrapped securely inside this we are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Stay right here, where the climate is perfect and warm, completely protected from the external winter storm. Warm embrace, but keeping the frost at bay until the winter finally melts into May. Pale golden rays filter elegantly through the Venetian blinds of our quiet bedroom space, illuminating the soft contours of your sleeping grace. The birds outside are initiating their daily symphony within the oak branches tall, as the residual gloom of the long dark night begins to shrink and collapse against the wall. I quietly slide out of the tangled linen sheets to avoid disturbing your deep slumber, counting the many blessings in my mind, an astronomical and truly infinite number. The aroma of freshly ground dark roast beans begins to drift gently through the air, a perfect sensory accompaniment to this beautiful morning moment we are about to share. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. You open your eyes slowly and greet me with that familiar heart-melting sleepy gaze, an authentic manifestation of beauty that never fails to leave me in a joyful daze. We don't need to check the headlines or scroll through the chaotic internet feeds, when this quiet kitchen table holds the exact medicine that our spiritual health needs. Let's take our porcelain mugs and sit outside on the wooden porch steps so wide, watching the remaining fog dissolve into the atmosphere as the shadows hide. There is an unspoken promise written in the clarity of this early morning sky, assuring us that we have the ultimate freedom and strength to spread our wings and fly. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. Canvas waiting for our creative brushes to paint a storybook, a sacred opportunity that cannot be purchased with all the world's diamonds and gold. We are writing our intentions in the fresh air, making a commitment to remain true to the beautiful bond we've generated, making our ancient vows feel completely new. Breathing in the purity of the early hour, feel the awakening of our internal spiritual power. Together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed. Just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. Let the sunshine wash over our faces today, guiding our footsteps in a positive and meaningful way. Morning light, pure, magnificent and bright. Everything is going to be completely alright. Waking up to the cheerful chirp and the yellow canary outside the kitchen window, throwing open the blinds to welcome the golden illumination that starts to grow. I'm making a batch of fresh pancakes and brewing a pot of citrus infused roast. Feeling a sudden surge of gratitude for the things that matter the absolute most. You walk into the room with messy morning hair and a gigantic smile on your face, instantly transforming this modest apartment into the world's most joyful place. We've officially banned all negative commentary and pessimistic talk from our zone, focusing exclusively on the abundant blessings that we are fortunate to own. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the streets where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Let's grab our bicycles and cruise down the boardwalk without a specific target in mind, leaving every single ounce of cynicism and past disappointment far behind. The ocean air is crisp and soft-kissed, rejuvenating our physical bodies completely, while the local street musicians perform a lively rhythm that fits the scenery sweetly. We don't possess a massive fortune or a fleet of luxury vehicles in the garage wide, but we have an inexhaustible supply of internal joy that cannot be bought or denied. Happiness is not a destination you reach, it's a specific pair of glasses you wear, allowing you to discover extraordinary beauty in the ordinary moments you share. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Temporarily obstruct our brilliant view, we possess enough internal solar energy to burn right through to the blue. We are alchemists of circumstance, converting every obstacle into a golden opportunity, cultivating a beautiful environment of peace, laughter, and loving community. Look up, absorb the beautiful radiant heat. Feel the positive vibration dancing on the concrete street. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive. Feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Keep walking in the sunshine, don't look back at the dark. We are blazing a trail with a permanent joyful spark. Sunny side, where the grass is always green, the happiest citizens the world has ever seen. Lantern light flickers against the ancient brick wall as the evening clock strikes 9. I am tracing the faint contours of a silhouette that looks remarkably like mine. We spend the vast majority of our lives pursuing phantoms that we cannot physically grasp, reaching out for illusions only to find cold, empty air within our desperate clasp. I've run marathons through the labyrinth of my own complicated, over-analytical brain, trying to capture a fleeting feeling before it escapes down the proverbial drain. But the faster I sprint toward the target, the further away it seems to recede, making me question whether this frantic chase is something I actually need. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum, wide, an enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Remember when we used to believe that corporate success would guarantee inner peace, expecting that the internal existential friction would suddenly diminish and cease? What a foolish concept to think that a title or a bigger bank account could ever suffice to satisfy a human soul that requires a completely different kind of advice. We've abandoned the exhausting pursuit of mirages in the dry, unforgiving desert sand, choosing instead to cultivate the fertile soil of the immediate place where we stand, no longer measuring our personal worth by the external accolades that we accumulate. We are content to let our authentic character dictate our ultimate earthly fate. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum, wide, an enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around more than a projection of a memory that has already expired. And the future is an unwritten script that shouldn't make us feel anxious or tired. Right here in the absolute center of the present moment is where we truly reside, with nothing left to pursue and absolutely nothing left we need to hide. Stop running, let the illusions fade away. Greet the reality of a brand new day. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour. Woo! Realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Let the phantoms dissolve into the morning mist. This is a brand new existence that we cannot resist. No more chasing after what isn't real, just celebrating the genuine emotions we feel. I found a crisp $20 bill on the sidewalk while walking my golden retriever today. But that minor financial stroke of fortune paled in comparison to how you brighten my day. People spend millions buying lottery tickets, hoping the numerical symbols will align, blind to the fact that the ultimate jackpot is currently resting its hand in mine. I've survived bicycle accidents and avoided catastrophic blunders by a mere fraction of an inch. Blessed with a guardian angel who pulls me out of trouble whenever I'm in a tight pinch. But the greatest manifestation of divine intervention occurred on the afternoon we met. An extraordinary stroke of serendipity that I will never undervalue or forget. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure, when your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. We can eat a cheap meal at a greasy diner and treat it like a five-star culinary feast, finding reasons to celebrate even when the external circumstances promise the least. My astrological forecast says the planets are aligned in my financial favor this week, but your infectious laughter is the only type of abundance that I actively seek. Let's toast our good fortune with plastic cups filled with tap water and lemon juice lime, savoring the absolute perfection of our current position in space and historical time. We are immune to the economic recessions and the volatile fluctuations of the stock trend, possessing a private reservoir of emotional wealth that will never terminate or end. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure, when your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. mathematically 1 in 1 trillion or more. A miraculous statistical anomaly that we cannot scientifically explain or ignore. We beat the house, broke the bank, and successfully bypassed the traditional rules, leaving the cynical gamblers standing outside looking like absolute fools. Roll the dice, hit the winning combination tonight. Everything we touch turns to absolute gold and bright. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure, when your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. Jackpot hit, we won the ultimate grand prize. I see my fortunate future reflected clearly in your eyes. Lucky one, that's my official title. From now on, celebrating our good fortune long after the night is gone. Blistering summer humidity becomes utterly bearable the moment we approach the coast, leaving the stifling valley behind to seek the marine sanctuary that we appreciate most. I can taste the salt crystals suspended in the atmosphere as the tide begins to recede, realizing this immense geographical expansiveness is the exact remedy our spirits need. You're wearing a flowing turquoise sundress that mimics the shifting coloration of the sea, exuding an aura of pure, unadulterated tranquility that instantly liberates me. We kick off our leather sandals and allow the cool, wet sand to envelop our bare feet, discarding the heavy psychological baggage of the city with the satisfaction complete. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their perimeters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let's set up our canvas chairs near the shoreline where the gentle whitecaps break, savoring the absolute simplicity, this therapeutic vacation that we chose to take. The sun is baking the earth, but we are completely insulated by this atmospheric chill, an organic cooling system that operates perfectly whenever we stand absolutely still. I spent far too many months trapped inside suffocating boxes made of drywall and glass, forgetting the supreme value of watching the tide shift and the maritime clouds pass. With you as my constant co-pilot, the wilderness becomes a luxurious 5-star resort, a sacred space where our authentic emotions can find a safe, welcoming port. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their parameters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. ocean has a magnificent method of putting our microscopic problems in perspective, reminding us that our individual existence are part of a massive, beautiful collective. We absorb the negative ions and let the rhythmic roar of the surf cleanse our minds, leaving every single shred of modern cynicism and urban stress far behind. Feel the current washing over your sun-kissed skin. This is where the rejuvenation can officially begin. Inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today. Just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let the wind blow, refresh our weary souls tonight, until the orange sun sinks completely out of our earthly side. Ocean breeze carrying us out to the deep blue sea, exactly where we were always destined to be. Electric current surges through the veins of the sprawling concrete metropolitan hive. As the sun dips below the horizon, the glowing signs miraculously come alive, flashing shades of magenta and cyan, casting a surreal glow upon the crowded avenue. I'm walking through the sea of strangers, intently searching for a glimpse of you. We are citizens of the twilight hours, navigating the maze of these towering skyscrapers, chasing after illusions that vanish into thin air like wisps of vaporized vapors. But amidst the artificial glare and the superficial distractions of the midnight scene, you represent the only authentic reality that I have ever witnessed or seen. Luminescent reflections shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. The bass is throbbing through the brick walls of an underground discotheque nearby, while we choose to stand on the rooftop terrace, watching the shooting stars fly. The cool breeze catches your hair, turning you into a living masterpiece of modern art, a vivid image that has permanently attached itself to the center of my heart. People spend fortunes trying to capture this exact feeling in a shiny plastic bottle, but we are living it organically in real time, pushing the engine to full throttle. We don't require expensive tickets or VIP access to experience this supreme high. Just a couple of pairs of sneakers and an infinite willingness to fly. Luminescent reflection shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Out these brilliant artificial hues, lose, we will still possess the vibrant memories that the daytime can never confuse. Because the connection we generated in the shadows of this electrified town is sturdy enough to survive when the entire power grid goes completely down. Glow bright, illuminate the darkest street. Feel the rhythm pulsing beneath our feet. Ooh, we are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Keep dreaming in color until the morning light breaks. We'll handle whatever consequences the real world eventually makes. Neon dreams fading into dawn, but the magic we created will never be gone. Staring at the ceiling fan, spinning lazily around in the heat of the afternoon, realizing that the weekend has evaporated completely and far too soon. We had a massive itinerary packed with obligations and places we were supposed to visit, but instead we chose absolute inertia. And honestly, who could possibly miss it? We skipped the formal luncheon and ignored the dozens of notifications on our devices, deciding that a quiet afternoon of complete unproductivity was the best of choices. There's a strange societal pressure to constantly optimize every single breathing minute, but a day without a rigid agenda has a distinct kind of internal salvation within it. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. You're wearing an oversized flannel shirt, eating cereal straight from the box, while I'm strumming random chord progressions in my mismatched woolen socks. The world outside is sprinting a marathon toward a destination that doesn't exist, engaged in a competitive rat race whose ultimate purpose they've entirely missed. We watched a terrible documentary, then took a 3-hour nap on the velvet couch without a single shred of modern guilt or an internal feeling of being a slouch. Efficiency is a modern trap designed to strip away the poetry of human existence, but we are staging a quiet revolution through our stubborn, lazy resistance. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time. let the clock tick away. We are kings of this unproductive day. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Another all gone and we don't care at all. Watching the sunlight slowly slide down the wall. Wasted time, the finest currency to spend. May this beautiful nothingness never have an end. Staring at the ceiling fan spinning lazily around in the heat of the afternoon, realizing that the weekend has evaporated completely and far too soon. We had a massive itinerary packed with obligations and places we were supposed to visit, but instead we chose absolute inertia. And honestly, who could possibly miss it? We skipped the formal luncheon and ignored the dozens of notifications on our devices, deciding that a quiet afternoon of complete unproductivity was the best of choices. There's a strange societal pressure to constantly optimize every single breathing minute, but a day without a rigid agenda has a distinct kind of internal salvation within it. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Yeah, you're wearing an oversized flannel shirt and eating cereal straight from the box, while I'm strumming random chord progressions in my mismatched woolen socks. The world outside is sprinting a marathon toward a destination that doesn't exist, engaged in a competitive rat race whose ultimate purpose they've entirely missed. We watched a terrible documentary and took a 3-hour nap on the velvet couch without a single shred of modern guilt or an internal feeling of being a slouch. Efficiency is a modern trap designed to strip away the poetry of human existence, but we are staging a quiet revolution through our stubborn, lazy resistance. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend. Oh, They call it laziness, but we recognize it as a form of sacred mental preservation, a necessary period of hibernation to recover from excessive daily stimulation. We aren't wasting our lives, we are simply savoring the space between the notes, floating down a calm river of tranquility on our own metaphorical boats. Do nothing, let the clock tick away. Ooh, we are kings of this unproductive day. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together. Unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Another hour gone and we don't care at all, watching the sunlight slowly slide down the wall. Wasted time, the finest currency to spend. May this beautiful nothingness never have an end. Sat on an old wooden bench underneath the sprawling willow tree at the park, watching the fireflies prepare their tiny biological lanterns for the approaching dark. No fancy jewelry around our necks, no expensive designer labels on our clothing plain. Yet we possess a wealth of contentment that a millionaire could never hope to gain. Society tries to convince us that we constantly require more possessions to be complete, and driving people into a state of exhaustion as they desperately compete on the street. But I've discovered that the truest luxury resides in the absence of unnecessary things, in the unfiltered laughter that your genuine, unpretentious companionship always brings. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. You gathered some wild daisies from the meadow and placed them in a recycled jar, reminding me that elegance doesn't require a boutique shop from afar. We share a plate of basic homemade bread and butter by the candlelight dim, finding a deep spiritual fulfillment that fills our emotional cups to the very brim. I've abandoned the exhausting quest to impress people who do not truly care, choosing instead to invest my limited energy in the authentic love that we share. Your honesty is a refreshing fountain in the world dominated by superficiality and greed. A beautiful grounding anchor that satisfies my heart's most fundamental need. And dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride. Just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Historical records of our lives are eventually written down in the text. It won't be our material achievements that define us in this world or the next. It will be the kindness we distributed and the patience we demonstrated each day, the quiet, unheralded acts of love that permanently illuminated our earthly way. Keep it uncomplicated, throw the heavy baggage away, savor the elegance of a beautifully ordinary day. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride. Just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Just plain and simple, the way love was intended to be, unburdened by the vanity of the world, completely wild and free. Simple grace, a beautiful sanctuary for the mind, the greatest treasure that a human being could ever find. Dust motes dance lazily in the singular beam of sunlight cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange distorted shapes. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of our synchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turn pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes, tightly exhale the built-up tension, and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room, where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder. Your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, this stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us. They contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room, oh, where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. Oh, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations. We are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Argue when the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen. A sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not no notifications to answer, no superficial expectations. We are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In the stillness we find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room where love can grow. That's all we ever really need to know. I am packing up the heavy remnants of a difficult year into a sealed cardboard box, tearing down the defense of mental barricades and unlocking the rusted padlocks. The rearview mirror shows a long highway of challenges that we successfully endured, but my eyes are fixed firmly on the windshield where our destiny is fully assured. There's a fresh wind blowing from the western horizon, whispering tales of hope, giving our weary minds the necessary motivation and perspective to successfully cope. We survived the emotional winter and outlasted the freezing, unforgiving frost, ready to reclaim the enthusiastic sense of adventure that we temporarily lost. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams, as the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams. We We are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Beautifully grow. Let's map out a brand new trajectory across the uncharted territories of our life, leaving behind the old grudges, the toxic arguments, and the unnecessary strife. We possess a pocket full of valuable lessons and a heart full of unshakable faith, chasing after the beautiful possibilities instead of running from a historical rave. I can hear the music of opportunity playing softly in the distance ahead, a lively rhythm that inspires us to dance instead of harboring a sense of dread. We don't need a guarantee of absolute perfection to proceed with our journey bold, just an unyielding spirit of curiosity that refuses to become stagnant. Oh, a brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams. As the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Not a terrifying monster waiting to sabotage our happiness and peace. It is a magnificent sanctuary where our creative potential can find absolute release. We welcome the mysteries, the surprises, and the unexpected twists of the road, ready to shoulder our responsibilities and carry our collective emotional load. Step forward, leave the heavy anchors behind. Greet the future with an open, optimistic mind. Oh, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Hello tomorrow, we are ready for whatever you bring. A brand new season where our hopeful spirits can sing, moving forward into the beautiful light. The future is looking exceptionally bright. My internal clock was drastically misaligned, from sprinting through the concrete maze, operating on an exhausting frequency that left my cognitive functions in a hazy daze. I was rushing through the verses of existence, neglecting the rest between the bars, blinded by the artificial neon streetlights, ignoring the choreography of the stars. But your presence introduced a steady cadence that immediately corrected my erratic stride, an elegant tempo that naturally neutralized the frantic anxieties I harbored deep inside. We don't need to force the melody or accelerate the tempo to impress the watching crowd. Our synchronous compatibility speaks eloquently without ever needing to be loud. A pristine pendulum swinging back flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just the flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Look at the way our footsteps coordinate effortlessly as we stroll along the crowded avenue. A beautiful jazz improvisation where every spontaneous movement feels entirely new. We've abandoned the rigid metronomes of corporate expectations and societal demands, finding all the musical structure we require within the interlocking grip of our hands. Your laughter represents the ultimate percussion track, a vibrant upbeat that elevates my soul, mending the fragmented measures of my previous life, making the entire composition whole. We are executing a sophisticated counterpoint where independence and unity coexist, a rare kind of aesthetic equilibrium that the rest of the world has completely missed. A pristine pendulum swinging back and forth with flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. The pocket remains utterly impenetrable. We compose our own soundtrack using the raw materials of honesty, trust, and mutual respect, generating a timeless groove whose structural integrity is beautifully correct. Feel the pocket locking so deep and tight, hesitation, every single syncopation is entirely right. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Keep the groove alive, don't let the tempo fluctuate or stray. We are dancing to our own specific masterpiece, day after day. Perfect rhythm, steady, unbreakable and true, an everlasting symphony I'm blessed to perform with you.